Hello and good morning. It is 18th of June, a day after my birthday, and as I have mentioned to you in vlogs before, this week is about to be absolutely crazy, fun, insane in the best way possible. Yesterday was my birthday. Today, my friend Naima's wedding functions begin. I want to give you a little bit of a chronology, logistical lowdown of what's about to happen in the next couple of days. Today is her first function at home. It's like a little haldi function at home. God, I hope I remember all the function names correctly. She'll kill me. Tomorrow, it's at home. Tomorrow afternoon, there is a mehendi function. And tomorrow afternoon, straight from her mehendi function, I get picked up by my family in the car and we drive straight. We do a road trip to another wedding in Panchgani, Mahabaleshwar. That is where my California fam already is at right now. And I'm so excited because I get to spend more time with them. The wedding is something we're all looking forward to. They're all dancing and performing at the Sangeet, which I'm so excited for. And then we'll come back over the next few days. Will this be one vlog? Will the next wedding in the next few days be another vlog? I do not know. I also want to give you just a teeny little disclaimer. I'm going to be vlogging a lot, but at the same time, I don't know how much I'm going to show from that wedding. Naima's wedding is social media friendly. It's chill. It's home turf. That wedding, which is extended family wedding, I don't know if and how much I'm going to put the bride and the groom on, because I also don't want to go into someone's space and make them feel, because I don't know them that well, right? With Naima, I know them well enough. So I don't want to accidentally post something they may not want on socials, or if they don't want the wedding particularly hardcore on socials. I don't know. All my outfits are finally in place except for one little bingo card. I had two outfits from Mridul's wedding last year that I was going to choose from to wear today to Naima's home haldi. You can see the orange outfit from the outfit from scratch that Mridul made for me. This is the one. And then I also made an outfit from scratch for her wedding, which was the yellow one, which is in the bag. I was thinking of wearing that today, but I realized this might be a more comfy option, and so I'm re-wearing that. I have done a round of fittings and this and that. My prep and pack vlog, hopefully you have seen before this. There's just so much happening at the same time. Rafa is teething, so the last couple of days have been tough on us in that sense. Here's hoping everything is better over the next few days. We definitely have some reservations and nervousness about traveling with him. So I'm gonna try my best to share with you everything I can, because you know I believe in show, don't tell. And I'm just very, very excited and feeling up and up on energy. The weather is going to be great over the next couple of days. It has been raining in Bombay. I'm thinking of not driving to today's function because there is no guest parking in Malu's building. I double checked with her. Malu is Naima. I double checked with her. She was looking so beautiful. I was on video call with her like half an hour ago. And I was sitting and having my nashta in like t-shirt, and like she was like, "You're coming, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." Also, breaks my heart, but it's true, and I must share this with you. Her main wedding Sangeet dance, I was gonna dance at her wedding, is on the 20th, and I'm missing it because tomorrow 19th we're leaving for the destination wedding, and naturally the family wedding is one I have to be at, but it also does at the same time fairly so break my heart to miss her wedding because you know I really love her and I'm so fond of her and she's such a Jan. So to miss her wedding is not something that I wanted, wasn't on my bingo card, but the dates just clashed. The Panchgani wedding, Mahabaleshwar wedding, whatever is 20th, 21st, and her wedding functions were 18th, 19th, 20th. So at least I get 2 days here and then I get 2 days there. Everyone from California already left yesterday, and we're leaving tomorrow. There, you are all caught up on all these things. I'm keeping my makeup kind of light-ish for today's function because I don't want to go OTT. Two things I don't want to land up going OTT for is because A, I already have these lovely extensions that make it look like I've put a lot more effort in my makeup than I have, which is fab. Secondly, it is a home function, so I do not want to go OTT by any yardstick. You know those beauty propaganda reels and TikToks or whatever that have been going viral for a while. One thing I will not fall for and do is just leave cream products or liquid products on my face, especially during the summer. Because you will melt. You will go from dewy to sweaty before you know it. Please use a good, nice powder product to set your makeup down. It is so important. You do not want to land up looking like a sweaty patootie instead of a cutie patootie in the middle of your function, your day, at work, whatever it is. Take your liquid creams and make sure you set them down. I literally am carrying extra IRLs, extra airbrush powders with me because I know that I'm going to, like, I'm carrying a compact and a loose. Typically, I land up traveling with either one. And all my products are airbrush finish. So the bronzer and contour that we have are so underrated. So underrated. So I'm definitely going to be carrying everything along with me to the wedding. Have I started packing in present tense? No. In the prep and pack vlog, have you probably already seen me pack? Hopefully. Yes! But I come back from the function today and then I get down to packing because life has been lifing and I have had no bandwidth for anything. Can you imagine? I'm coming back from this first function and then going to buy Malu's wedding gift after so that I can give it to her tomorrow. I originally wanted to keep it in hand so that I could give it to her at the home function, but this is going to happen tomorrow. Anyway, I will chat soon once I'm ready.
अभी हल्का सा है मुझे कल का असर, जाने कैसा नशा था वो आए। कभी हद में जिया कभी सब कुछ पिया, अब जाकर कदम लड़खड़ाए। अरे कैसी मुझे अब दवा लग गई, दवा लग गई, दवा लग गई। दिल के पर्दों पे मजनू हवा लग गई, हवा लग गई, हवा लग गई। अरे कैसी मुझे अब दवा लग गई, दिल के पर्दों पे मजनू हवा लग गई। मुझे गिर जाने दे ऐ जिंदगी, देखा जाएगा क्या होगा कल का। अब जरा जाम छलका, दिल लगा है तो कैसा है गम, ले मजा एक पल का, थोड़ा जीने में कैसी शर्म।
Hello, I am back home, back to the baby. I'm gonna hang out with him for some time. I really want to take my makeup off and I really need to pack. I really need to pack. I threw a few things, wow. Just मेरी जुल्फे जो ये हवा में उड़ रहे हैं is the most unaesthetically उड़ना ever. More like I'm auditioning for a horror film at the moment. Hi baby. Hi my love. Ooh. I threw a few things into the suitcase with Parukhala's help while I was getting ready and like in the middle here there. But I need to properly sit and pack, which I'm sure you've seen in that other video, the prep and pack video separately. I am going to take my makeup off. I'm going to catch up with you in a little bit. And I need to figure this out. I always knew there would be an advantage of living right below, but the advantages are never ending. I just video called Mama for something. She was having chai. And I said, I'm coming up for chai. And here I am, having chai. While my birth giver becomes my babysitter. No, it's vlog. What do you mean, who is it? I'm not on a video.
Oh, I thought you were on a video call.
Mom!
Aanam!
Mom!
Aanam!
Mom! Are you excited
Yes.
for our trip? I was on video call with Khalid in the morning and the weather looked amazing. He was like walking around the property and showing
finding
me.
it amazing because you remember वहाँ पे ऐसे होता था तो they used to get gloomy.
No, but it is gloomy, but weather looked, for us I guess, the weather looked amazing.
Yeah.
And he's worried he's going to fall sick though. But jacket pack karo, haan? Sweater.
You're
Hi,
not
Babu.
taking any jackets.
नहीं
I took 2 shawls. You want shawls?
No, I don't want shawls. Wind sheeter एक ले लो बारिश के हिसाब से. मेरे पास wind sheeter बिस्तर के अंदर मेरे को ढूंढ निकालना पड़ेगा. I'm taking छाताs instead and I'm taking this, what do you call it? I'm taking just one jumper, like a sweatshirt. Hi, Baba. Hi, Baba. Where's my dad? My dad is doing the real prep and pack for this vlog. Please tell them where Papa is.
He's gone.
Where is he gone?
To get his beard done.
Acha, and?
Sharp.
Arey, my father is a lovely metrosexual, heterosexual man. There's nothing wrong with it.
Why are you saying shut up? He's gone to get a beard trim and the guy over there said, Sir, आपने बहुत टाइम से what facial नहीं किया, facial भी कर लो. So my dad is prepping for the wedding with a facial.
चल ओके.
देखो क्या खिलवाड़ हो रहा है यहाँ पे मेरे बच्चे के साथ. वहां से चाय का कप आ रहा है to play with him and यहाँ पे oh you just smashed it. No. Too close. Yeah, this is my mother. And Rayyan, come show your face. He wants to. And he wants to bite Rafa.
See, fair trade. If he gets a sip of chai, I get a bite of it.
But he's not getting a sip of chai. Who is giving him a sip? तुम लोग सब खेलते रहो. एक उसका हाथ लगेगा ना, तुम लोग सब एकदम regret करोगे. Look at how he's looking now, Mama.
We are giving it to him because
He wants to eat. He wants to put everything in his mouth. Everything in your mouth. You want to put everything in your mouth.
Then he suddenly, if he loses balance.
No, my hand is here and my hand is here. He cannot. I will be sure of that.
Rafa. What's up, Rafa? He wants a bite of himself.
Yeah.
Even
He knows he's yummy.
So it's my turn, Rafa.
Did you see his toes and feet and everything?
I know, Papa showed me. And I came home.
आज तुमको छुट्टी थी क्या? नहीं ना.
Hi, how are we doing? The way my entire life has changed and gone upside down since I last spoke to you or showed you anything in this vlog. Let me give you a mini story time of sorts. I last spoke to you on the 18th of June and today is the 21st of June. It is a little bit late in the afternoon. If you hear my stomach rumbling, it's because I have not been able to eat any breakfast. I've had a little bit of chai, and nobody tells you that postpartum period experience is a completely different type of a period experience. I got my period this morning to make everything that I'm about to tell you a whole lot worse. Here goes. So 18th night, I finished packing my bags and we prepped to go to sleep. Sorry, there's a lot of mess around me. I really don't care in the larger scheme of things considering the way the last 3 days have been. As I was saying, 18th night, we were prepped to leave. 19th, I had to attend Naima's second function on the 19th and I was going to get picked up from there and we were going to head. However, my dad had Hanji. So anyway, long story short, we didn't go to Panchgani, Mahabaleshwar. Spoiler alert, I did not even get to go to Naima's function number 2 or function number 3, considering I was in Bombay. What basically ended up happening was all of 18th night, Raphael was running a super high temperature. If you guys saw my birthday vlog, you saw that 16th evening he was unwell, uneasy. 17th evening he was unwell, uneasy, but he wasn't feverish or having fever at all. Mind you, he's never had a fever in 5-6 months, alhamdulillah. So this was the first time we were dealing with that. He's had hararat and he's had a little bit warm-ish kind of an experience that we've had with him, but he's never had like a fever. I take his temperature and he's at 103 and I'm telling Jerry, can you touch his forehead? I woke up Jerry even though it was my night, and I'm telling Jerry, I mean it's basically been my night for like 5 days at this point because the poor baby only wanted me when he was unwell and the father cannot do anything about that because biologically the baby is connected to the mother. That's why I say that you can try your best to do 50% and do half and half, but it's literally just not possible. The whole physical trauma that I feel like I'm still going through and all women go through after delivery, let alone aside, the physical connection with the child is something else. Like even on the 16th night, and I know I'm digressing, but I'm giving context over here. Anytime somebody tried to help me and everybody tried to help me trying to take him on my birthday dinner at Gallup's, he would just be screaming, bhigdatan as my mom calls it. And every time I would take him like a button, he would just keep quiet, which I'm as grateful for as I'm frustrated about because I'm like, oh my God, nobody can help me in this situation. Anyhow, so 18th night, I wake up Jerry. It's about 1:30, I think, when I'm waking Jerry up, and I'm like, Gerard, I need you to see. Like, this is before I reached for the thermometer, and he's like, no, his body is normal, and he can't tell because there's a fever. But I grew up with dormant malaria. I can tell when there is a fever, and I'm like, Jerry, he has a burning fever. And all of us, Jerry, him, and I, Rafa and I, all three of us have separate individual thermometers. We don't share thermometers because it's like a hygiene thing. Like, it's just a thing that we do in the house. I have my own thermometer, Jerry has his own thermometer, Raphael has his own thermometer. And I reach for his thermometer and it says 103, and I'm freaking the fuck out because I'm like, shit. So I call my mom, I wake her up, and I'm like, Mom, like, and I know I have an email from my doctor, from my pediatrician, his pediatrician, that tells me what to put when, but I want to double check with my mom. And my mom is like, wait, let me wake up Sana, because Sana, my bhabhi, obviously, in general, is fantastic with things like medication, what to do when it comes to nutrition. She's like half a doctor, pretty much, in our house. The first person we go to for what medicine should we have. She's really, really, honestly amazing at stuff like that. And plus, of course, Rayan Rumaisa are more recent than my 37-year-old brother and me at 34 now, since it's my birthday has just gone. So we're like, wait. So Sana wakes up, poor thing, in the middle of the night as well. I have clearly ruined both of their sleep. And she said, do this. And I gave him the medicine, and he is sleeping only for like 20-25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. And mind you, him doing that in the day is totally normal. Sleep regression, shorter naps, more awake windows, things like that. But it is not normal for him to have such short sleep in the night. It's getting increasingly worrisome. Somehow we have managed to finally get him down. I did not put him in his crib. I put him sideways, leaning on my chest, so that he gets a little bit of mommy warmth, and he sleeps for, I think it was about an hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever. And by around 5:30 in the morning, while we are still awake, Jerry and I, and because we are keeping a watch, and I'm taking his temperature every 30 minutes, and it's going up and down, and it's mostly ranging between 100 to 103 point something at that point. I'm texting with his pediatrician, who's replied to me by around 6 a.m. and he said, bring him to the hospital. And I'm like, okay. And obviously by this point, by around 5 a.m., Jerry and I, while talking, have already decided, okay, I'm not going to go to Naima's next function because this baby needs me, and we're not going to Panchkani either. I feel guilty for not being able to be there for the people that I want to be there for, but naturally my child is my priority. So I dropped Naima's fiance, the lovely Shreya, text message much later in the morning at around 9-10 a.m. I think I dropped him a message after coming back from the hospital. Sorry, my timelines are going a little bit left, right, but I'm just telling you things as they're coming to my mind. That Shrey, this is what's happened. I'm really sorry. I know I was going to miss the wedding anyway, but it looks like I'm going to be missing this function too. I'm not even going to Mahabaleshwar, Panchkani, whatever, for the wedding, and this is what the situation is at. I don't want to text Naima because, like, she's my very close friend, but she's the bride. You don't tell the bride anything and bother her in the middle of her wedding functions. And I feel like with the grooms, they're a little bit more in like management mode, and I don't know, I felt more comfortable in that moment sharing it with Shrey and not letting it get to Naima or not letting it bother Naima in some way. And he calls me literally within 5 minutes and he's like, what happened? I said, no, I'm not discussing this with you. It is your wedding functions that's going on. I just wanted to let you know why you don't see me at the function, because you're going to think I'm ghosting you. That is not my intention. I'm someone, just so you know, I didn't tell him this, I'm telling you this. I'm like someone who is overly communicative. I will share every thought. I will share everything that is relevant, and I don't like to leave any room for miscommunication as and when I can. So I just said, I just wanted you to know, because I know you were expecting to not see me yesterday. You shouldn't feel like I've taken off for Mahabaleshwar and like whatever. And he's like, no, you obviously Raphael's priority. Thank you for telling me. No, I won't tell Naima right now. I'll tell her after the function. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's your call. I didn't want to text her because in the middle of this, blah blah blah. And I spend the entire day with my baby, taking care of him. He doesn't want to leave my side. I could barely get away to like just eat lunch or just go to the loo or take like the quickest bath of my life. He didn't even want to be with Jerry, which is really to say something because he's really great with both of us. But in situations like this, that whole biological connection comes into play. And we've taken him to the doctor. The doctor has said to continue his whatever like dosages and meds I was already giving him the previous night from the SOS list that I had. But he also tells us to get a urine test, a urine culture test, and a stool test. And I was like, how do you do that with like a child? And then he tells me what to do and all of that. And we take the samples. Jerry goes and drops them off to the lab near our house, and approved by the doctor because he was like, yeah, that's a great lab. And we get the reports. That same night, alhamdulillah, the urine and stool tests comes clear. We're still waiting in present tense for the urine culture test, but the doctor said that since the urine and stools are fine, the culture should be fine too. Continue with your regular SOS meds. Just keep an eye on this, that parameters. I'm still literally 3 days later taking his temperature every 30 minutes, and his energy is so low that typically if you give him your fingers, he holds them, like he fists up around them, and he lifts himself up and sits. And it's obviously like a milestone. It's new, it's interesting, it's exciting, all of those things. He doesn't even have the energy at this point to like hold it down all the way tight, let alone lift himself. So poor baby is not like smiling and playing and things like that. And it's like looking at him in that state, like it physically hurts. I did not know this would be a thing. Like you feel bad when you look at any baby that is crying, but when it is your own baby, it literally like physically hurts me to see him crying in pain. I have cried so much over this in the next. You know what? I don't have my lash extensions anymore. Can you see that? Because I cried, I rubbed my eyes, I realized the fans, like the fan, so random, dude, are popping out. And in frustration, I have gone on a remove spree and removed almost all of them. I talk about having like a mentee bee. Isn't that what Gen Z is calling it these days? And then, to make matters worse, that same night, because clearly God was like, this girl can handle a challenge. Let's give her another one. So he gave me 2 together. The second one being that Jerry also suddenly had 102 fever from that evening. So I am now not dealing with 1, but I'm dealing with 2 unwell boys in my life. And now not only can Jerry, like, he can't take him because Rafa wants mama, but now he can't take him because I don't want Jerry to go close to him with his sardi and khasi and fever, and it's all wet. And it's just been me and Parukhala tag teaming. Thankfully, he's again, like, just as he is with Jerry, like, he is comfortable and all of that. He's just like that with Parukhala also. That's where the sitch is at. That's where we've been. This morning is the first day that alhamdulillah, Raphael hasn't had a fever since morning. Just now I got told that I even if I'm not the one changing his diaper at a particular time, if there's poo in there, I need to know. Always. I don't know if the other moms are going to relate to it. I don't know if this is TMI. I don't know if people are going to find this gross, but I track every detail about his poo. I need to know consistency, color, and every new mom will relate to this. So every mom will know she's done this when she was a new mom. Don't lie to me, okay? Like, please don't back me up here. Like, tell me I'm not crazy, because I know I'm not crazy. I've spoken to the other moms about this. I've spoken to the pediatrician about this, because the pediatrician also asks you, oh, what was the pee like, and what was the poo like, and blah, blah, blah. So I know I'm not crazy, but please feel free to tell me what you think down below in the comments. Hopefully you'll back me up, otherwise I'm going to come across as such a freaking psycho. Anyway, so he still has some loosies happening, and I'm trying to deal with that. Medications happening for that. Last night, I thought that if Jerry would get better, because yesterday was the 20th, there was Naima's final wedding function. I thought I would sneak out for like 1 hour, like drop into her wedding party and come back. Just 1 hour. Could not do that. Jerry was in a really bad state, and I did not want to leave just Parukhala with Rafa, because he needs a mama as much as possible. If Appa was well, that was still one thing. Anyway, as of this morning, Raphael is, alhamdulillah, temperature is down. It keeps going up and down, so I don't want to be speaking too soon. God knows what's going to happen next. Jerry's temperature is still a little bit in the 101-ish space zone, whatever the hell, and his throat makes him sound like an alien. His parents dropped in to see Rafa the other day, and then this morning, and they didn't know Jerry wasn't well. So when they saw that Jerry wasn't well, my adorable sweet mother-in-law, God bless her soul, cooked some mutton haddi soup for him, which is exactly what my mom has done for me through postpartum also. I'm sure if she was here right now, she would have had it made for Jerry, but she's in Panchkani Mamjir. I didn't mention this, sorry. So I was supposed to go with my parents, and obviously because we didn't go, it wouldn't mean that my parents wouldn't go, because this was a family wedding. So obviously my parents went for the wedding. I also feel bad I feel bad for missing Naima's wedding, both functions. I feel bad for my poor baby. I feel bad for my poor baby's dad. I also feel bad because all the arrangements that were made in Panchkani Mahabaleshwar, like I had put in a request for like a bassinet and an extra bed and this and that because Parukhala was coming with us, have all gone to waste. Like obviously someone is paying for those things because they're hosting the wedding, and it's all gone to waste. And I feel like a terrible, just obviously these are things out of my control and I shouldn't feel terrible, but I do feel terrible and I do feel guilty, and I'm just dealing with a whole lot of shit. I should stop talking. I'm going to go give him the medicine. I just wanted to come on here and update you on how much my life has gone 180 in the last few days. My child was not or is not teething at the moment, according to the doctor's assessment diagnosis, forgetting words. He's basically just got a viral, a clearly terrible viral, and I need to deal with it, and it's all good. This is still better than it could have been worse, and I'm fine. I'm just like venting to my besties. I hope no one's judging, and if you are, it's fine, whatever. It is what it is. This is where the sitch is at. I've got nothing new to report. Gonna end this vlog here. I will see you in the next one.